Well, so in the previous session, we understood how to create a file system. So there are a few steps you should follow to create your file system. So attach the value, make the partitions, format the file system, mount the file system, then you can verify and use. So here, as I told, there is big drawback with the file system directly you are creating on the partition. So you cannot extend the file system size. So how to overcome? To overcome this, you should follow the logical value management, which is known as LVM, logical value management. Okay. So if you implement this LVM, right, then whenever you want extend or reduce the file system size, you can do it. Okay. So what are the steps we followed here? These are the steps we followed, right, to create a file system on top of your partition directly. Okay, same steps only, but here before creating the file system, so here you have to implement the LVM. Okay, so the remaining same, format the file system. Okay, then enable the file system. Enable in sense mount. Okay, enable or mount the file system. That's it. So here you have to use the LVM. So here very simple, guys. So again here you have three steps. Okay, so create a physical value or short form is PV. Then create a volume group, short form is VG. Then create a logical value. That's it. Only these three steps you should follow. Short form is LV. Okay, rest everything same. Okay, so this will be sixth step, this will be seventh, and this will be 8. That's it. Okay, so only these three steps you should follow. That's it. Rest everything same. Okay, so what is this physical value, how to create it? So what are the commands and all, we will see. Commands are very easy. Okay, and similars also, similar commands only. So this is the LVM stanza. In the interviews, if you get a question how to create a file system, okay, so don't explain these 5 steps. You must explain these 8 steps. Okay, of course the first step is optional. Okay, so in case if you don't have the hard disk on your available hard disk on your system or server, then you can raise a request, volume attachment request. Okay, so even I also raised many times this request. Okay, so I want to extend my file system size. So the same steps I followed, I will explain end of this session. Just remind me, I will explain how I followed in the real time. Okay, fine. We know already how to create a value and attach. Anyhow, I will show you again. Let me log in into my AWS. I already logged in. So if you want to create a file system means, sorry, create a volume and attach means, first you should log in your AWS, then go to your EC2 dashboard, then left side, this one, Elastic Block Store. Okay, so click on this value, then create a value. So here you have a rule. Wherever your server is running, in the same availability zone, you should create your value. Okay, I know already my server is running inside the 1B. Okay, so I am going to create a value with size. So this time I will use only 3 GB. Okay, so don't create with the big size, guys. No need. Okay, so come down, then select your availability zone as I mentioned 1B. Okay, everybody, I hope everybody knows why I am selecting 1B. Harish, Sadia, Ishwar. Data center availability zone. Okay. Hmm. So I am creating the value. Fine. Okay. This is the 3 GB value. So I will give one this tag. Okay. So data volume 2. Okay. Fine. So if you come drag right side, right? See, I just created. I am yet to attach this hard disk into my server. So that's why that is the reason it is showing as available. Fine. So select this one, click on action, then attach value. See, my volume is under 1B availability zone. Then servers, wherever servers running in 1B, whatever servers running under 1B, it will display here. So this is the server I want to attach my hard disk. That's it. And the default name, I will go with the standard names. See, already my server having two hard disks. So I will go with the third name, standard name. Okay. The moment you attached your hard disk, come and check the status. See, now it is in use state. Okay. So your hard disk is in use state. It means you successfully attached. Okay. Fine. Now let me go to my server. Then I will validate. Okay. So sudo hyphen. Even if I am executing fdisk-l here, right? See, permission denied, permission denied, permission denied. Okay. Then how normal user all can display the hard disk details means there is a another command which is lsblk. Okay. So lsblk is a command which will display the hard disk details. See, name, size. Okay. So this is the first disk which is having 10 GB, and these are the partitions under the disk, and this is the second disk which is 5 GB, and these two partitions are under that value, and this is the new value which I attached just now, and which is having 3 GB size. That's it. And even if you observe, the mount points also showing here. See, this first partition in my second disk mounted on this mount point. Okay, fine. Now successfully I attached my disk. So I am switching to root user. Remember guys, this command useful. Okay. Sometimes interviewer also they will ask what is other command to list out the hard disks. Okay. Note down and remember. Fine. Now I will create the partition. Okay. So successfully I have done this. Then make the partition. I know already with help of the fdisk command, fdisk under disk name, raw disk name /dev /xvdc. This is the raw disk. Okay. So currently nothing partitions. I am going to create with the n option. N So primary type, volume number, partition number 1, default enter. Then I will assign 500 M, which means 500 MB. Okay. Out of 3 GB, I am creating a partition with 500 MB. Fine. Hit enter. Press P. See, one partition has been created with the 500 MB size. That's it. I will save this and I came out from the fdisk page. That's it. Until here, fine. Okay. Until here, fine. Let me create one more partition. Okay. So I will go and create one more partition. Same fdisk command on my raw disk name xvdc. Okay. So one partition is available. I am going to create one more partition. So again, I am selecting primary only. Partition table number is 2. First sector is default value. Then again plus I will go with 800 or 1 GB I will take. Okay, 1 GB. Enter. So second disk partition also created with 1 GB. Fine, I will save this. So currently I have /dev/xvdc. Okay, so inside my on top of my third disk I created a two partitions, which is one is 500 MB and 1 GB another one. Fine. Now how to implement this LVM? Okay, earlier you created the file system directly on this partition, correct, with the help of the fdisk command, mkfs command, mkfs.ext4 and partition name. Now I will create these things. Okay, so create a physical value, very simple command. Let me explain in the paint. So far clear, guys? All okay so far? Fine. So this is my server. I have my, this is the first disk, which is /dev/sda, or I will use same name xvda. Okay, xvda 10 GB this one. Fine. Then again yesterday I added one more /dev/xvdb with the 5 GB. Now I added today /dev/xvdc 3 GB. Okay, so this one I made the partition, two partitions now. This one 3 GB, right? So two partitions I made. One is 500 MB, another one is a 1 GB. That's it. Let it be remaining. Later we will use. Okay. So name of this partition is /dev/xvdc1. This one. Okay. This one. And this one name is /dev/xvdc2. Now I will implement the LVM. Okay. So LVM, very simple. First you have to create the physical value. The names telling that physical, but this is not physical actually, it's a virtual only. Okay, but the name they followed the standard. So with the help of this partition, you are creating one physical value like this. Okay, so command is pv create. Okay, short name of the physical value is pv. This one short name. Okay, pv means physical value. How to create means this is the command. Syntax is pv create partition name. That's it. So what is the partition name here? I'm going to create with the first partition. What is the partition name, guys? Super. That's it. This is the command. Okay. So now your kernel consider after executing this command, right? This will become a physical value now. Okay. Then I will create volume group. Okay. So volume group. Short name is VG. Command is VG create. That's it. Okay. Very simple. VG create. The commands all are very similar, guys. Syntax is VG create. Okay. VG create and VG name and your physical value name, PV name. Okay. So here in the PV command, we are not giving any name for the partition. Okay. After entering this command, right, this is become a partition now. This is become a value, physical value. Okay. The same name only here. Okay. Command is VG create. I will give like a data VG. Okay. Data VG. Then PV name is /dev/ xvdc1. That's it. Okay. So after this, okay, after this, what is the next? Logical value. Okay. So logical value. Short name is LV. That's it. Command is LV create. See, all commands are very similar. Okay. So now here, what we are doing is with my server. Okay. So this is my server. On my hard disk, I am making the partitions. Okay. So with the help of these partitions, we are creating the physical values. Okay. Physical values. Then I am creating one group. Okay. So this group how I am creating with help of the physical value only. So this is my group. So what is the size of my first partition is 500 MB, right? So this is physical volume size also same 500 MB. So I used the same physical volume in my volume group. Okay, so this is the PV, this is the VG, correct? Now, how many physical volumes are available in my VG? One. How much size? Okay, no problem. Okay, so here we know how to add the value and how to make the partition. Until here clear? So two partitions, 500 MB, another one is a 1 GB, correct? So here, as I mentioned in the steps, here I am implementing the LVM, correct? So LVM, what are the steps? PV create, VG create, then LV create. Correct. So here, how I am creating the physical value is with help of the partition only. Correct. So what is the partition size? 500 MB. So this is my PV, first PV. The name of the partition is slash dev slash xvdc1. Correct. The PV name also same name. Clear? Partition only we creating the physical value. That's it. Now, second thing, with the help of this partition, right, this physical value, right, with PV, I am creating one group. Okay, that is known as the volume group. Short name is VG. Even say I am creating only one, right? There is one more partition right here. One more partition. This one slash dev slash xvdc2. So even this also you can create physical value. This also you can add here. Okay. This we will see later. Fine. So here my volume group is having one physical value which is size is 500 MB. Getting? Fine. Then what is my volume? I'm giving in the command, right? The volume group name. Name I'm giving, right? So this is my volume group name. What is the volume group name is data VG. You can give any name, not an issue. Okay, but go with the standard names only, how we are using in the real time. Okay. So what is my size of the volume group, guys? 500 MB. I haven't added now. Okay, later I will add. As at this moment, I am having this size. Okay. Now from this volume group, you can create n number of logical volumes. Okay. So here total space is sorry total space is how much? 500 MB. Okay, 500 MB. I will go and create one logical value. Okay, so one logical value. This is LV. This is I will go with 200 MB. Okay. Now tell me guys, how much free in the volume group? 300 MB. How much used? 200 MB. Okay. Now I will format the file system. Okay. So until here done. Only three steps. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All three done. Now again same steps. Format the file system and mount. Okay. So how I am formatting? With the help of the LV I am formatting. We know command mkfs dot ext4, then your logical value name. That's it. Here LV name. Okay. Or LV path will come. I will show you. Okay. In the command I will tell you. That's it. Okay. So only these tips. Then mount. After this mount you know already. Mount means first you have to create one directory. Okay. So you must create the directory under slash. So I will create like java fs java. Okay. Then I will mount this after executing right this command logical value become a file system. Okay. So your file system name and your mount point name. That's it. That we will see later. Okay, this is the LVM, guys. You should explain this story in the interview. We will create, then you will come to know. Okay, so let me go to here. So these are the partitions, right? And I forgot to explain the verification commands. After creating the physical value, you have to verify, right? How to verify? What is the command means? PVS is the command, or you can use PV display. Okay. In the same way, VGS command also. VGS and VGS display. Okay. Similarly, this also LVS or LV display. Okay. So let me go and create physical value. Then we will execute these commands. Fine. So fdisk -l /dev/xvdc. Fine. So I am going to create with this partition. Okay. PV create. See, command not found. Okay. PV command not found. I am getting this error. So who will help me to resolve this issue, guys? Ishwar is ready to help. Few others. Others. Sudhakar also ready to. Arish also ready to help me. Sudhakar, take the opportunity. Very good. PV space create. Same issue. Then Sudhakar. Quickly, man. Yes or no? If you don't know, tell simply don't know, sir. Hmm. Pavani. So you are telling that I want to install the package. YUM install package. Sorry. YUM install PV create. There is no such package name. Okay. So well tried. But there is a respective package is, see, if any command is not founding means, okay, if you are not finding any command means, then the respective package is not installed. Okay. The the PV create these commands are part of the LVM package. Let me list the LVM package. LVM. See, available. It means not installed. This is the package name LVM2. LVM version 2. Okay. So let me install it. Remember, guys. Now it should work. Okay. Now you can verify with which command PV create. See, now command is available under this path. Okay. So now you can execute PV create. There is no space. Okay. Continuous command only this one. Then partition name. What is my partition name? /dev/xvdc1. Okay. So before executing this, I will execute PVS. See, there is nothing output. Okay. PV create /dev/xvdc1. See, physical value, which is the name successfully created. Okay, so this is the volume name, your physical volume name. So now this is not the partition. Okay, now you can verify with the PVS. See, earlier zero output, now it is having some output. This is the PV name. How much size? 500 MB, all free now. Okay, in the same way you can create one more partition also with help of the one more partition also, XVDC2. See, this also created. Now PVS. See, both physical values created. One is 500 MB, another is 1 GB. Both are available. Both are free. Even you can use PV display command also. PV display, it will show more details about your physical value. Okay, there are few attributes. Okay, properties of your physical value. These are the things. Okay, fine. Now I will create the volume group. Command is vg create volume group name, like I am giving data vg. Okay, these suffixes are very important, guys. Okay, so you can give, if somebody read this data vg means, then they will come to know, oh, this is the volume group. Okay, so maintain whenever you are creating the either this volume groups or LVs, logical values, maintain the suffixes. Okay, then partition, sorry, physical value XVDC1. See, volume group created, VGS. See, this is the volume group name, data VG. How many physical volumes available? Only one. How much size? 496 MB. That means almost 500 MB. Okay. In the similar way, VG display. See, these are the VG attributes. These all are VG attributes. Fine. Now, until here clear, guys? Until here clear? Yeah. Now I will create the logical value with my respective size. So here you can exclusively provide the size for the logical value. You can create n number of logical values here based on your availability space in the volume group. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Why memory came into the picture now? Hard disk, you can say hard disk. Okay. Limitations also there. We will discuss later. Okay, so that's the reason we are selecting the file system type. Okay, based on your file system type, there are limitations on the size of your hard disks. Okay, we will see later that one. Fine. So now I will create n number of LVs here, but based on your size of your volume group. Okay, so I will go with currently 500 is available, 500 MB is free, so I will use 200. Okay, so how to create a logical value means, logical value short name is LV. Command is similar command only, LV create. But here you have to give many options. Okay, so command is LV create hyphen capital L. Okay, your size of the LV. Okay, then hyphen N LV name, then VG name. In which VG you want to create the logical value. This is the syntax, guys. Fine. I will write the example now. LV create hyphen L, size of the LV. How much I want? 500 MB. You should give MB also, remember. Okay. Then hyphen N, I will give like a Java LV. Okay. So Java LV I will give. Then what is my VG name, guys? What is the VG name I provided? Hmm? What is the VG name? Data VG. Okay. So this command, what it will do? Who will receive this command, guys? The moment you execute, who will receive from the OS side? Your kernel will receive this command, and it will first it will go for the validation, whether you given all correct options, okay, or if there is any syntax mistakes, everything it will validate. Everything looks good, then it will go on to fulfill that command. Okay, so LV create is the command. Hyphen L means you have to specify the size of your this LV, how much you want. Then hyphen N, this option is for providing the name of for the name of the LV. Then where you have to create the LV. There may be multiple VGs. Okay, in which VG you want to create the LV means, so data VG I want to create the LV. Okay, let me go and execute this. Fine. LV create. So let me explain. VGS. Okay, so 500 MB free. LV create hyphen capital L. Here small L also available, guys. I will tell you difference between small L and capital L later. So I want to give 200 MB. This also you should mention. Units also you should mention. Then hyphen N Java LV. Then data VG. This is the command. Okay. Hit enter. See, logical value created with this name. Fine. How to verify, guys? How to display the logical value details? YPV is for LV, right? We created LVS. That's it. That's it. Then LV display. That's it. Okay. So LV display having more details about your LV. So here LV path. This is very important. See, this is also one of the device Java LV where it is available under data VG. Okay. So these all are devices. So that's the reason slash device. This is the folder which is having all your devices. All your physical devices are available under slash div. This is the meaning. Okay. Name and which VG, data VG. So this few other information. Fine. That's it. Successfully we created logical value. Now you can go and follow your same steps. Format the file system. How to format? mkdir mkfs dot ext4, this is the file system type. Then your lv path you have to mention, guys. Okay, so lv path you have to mention, then it will format. So this command what it will do, it will format this logical value into the file system. See, successfully file system created with this id, blah blah blah, all done. That's it. Now directly I cannot use my file system, right? If I want to store my data, that is the reason you are mounting. Before mounting, you should create one directory called Java file system. Okay, then you can mount. Now this become as a file system. So this is the file system name. Okay, slash dev slash data vg slash java lv, where I want to mount this file system on here. Okay, then hit enter. That's it. Successfully mounted. Then what is the command to verify, guys? LVS. What I want to verify, guys? First tell me. That is the my question. Hmm. LV is the whether LV is created or not. This is the command to verify. But this command is different, right? Then why? Then what is? Excellent. df-h is the command which will show all your mounted file system information. Okay, so df-h is a command where it will go and check the utilization of your all file systems. File system nothing but your volume only, right? Hard disk only. How much disk utilization? Command is same, but you may get many questions. How to check the disk utilization in our server? df-h is the command. How to check the mounted file systems? df-h is the command. How to validate the mount points? df-h is the command. Okay, so this is the command. See here my file system has been mounted. This is my file system name. Of course, mapper will be, just ignore it, slash dev slash data vg slash java lv is the file system name with 200 MB total. Currently 1 MB, 1% is utilized, mounted on this. Okay, so now I will go and add something in my file system. Okay, cd slash java. I am inside my file system. So currently only 1% is utilized. Now I will download something. How to download the things, guys? How to download the things? Yes. Okay. Nexus I will, or Sonar Cube. We'll see. So yesterday I triggered, right? Okay. So Windows R is the Control R is the command. Control R is the key to search the commands. Okay. So yesterday I triggered this, right? So that's why fine. Now no space. See, only 70% 77% only downloaded. Now you can go and check df-h 100% utilized. So now similar situation in the real time, then Java team they will run around for you. They will chase you. They will be chasing you. You in the sense Unix team. Hey Unix team, my file system size got full. Kindly go and extend it. Then I will give the steps now. Even interviewer also ask the same question. He will everybody. I mean, many of the interviewers are no. They won't ask direct questions. They will come up with the scenarios. Okay. Let's assume there is a data file system. Utilization is 100%. So, as a system administrator, what are the things you will take as a precautions? Okay. Now see, now this is the situation. My this Java FS is 100% used. So where is my Java FS mounted, guys? On which file system? This is the file system. I'm asking file system name. Data VG, then Java LV. Correct. How I will come to know about this? With the help of the df-h command. If you execute this command, then all the mounted information will come to know, right? See, this is the file system. This is the file system mounted on Oracle. This is the another file system mounted on Java. Okay, and all file system information, mount point information, everything will come to know with the help of this command. Okay, this is the first thing you should go and check. So my scenario is, so here my LV which is 100% used. Then you will get a request like increase the LV, extend the LV, or extend the file system size. All are same. All are same. Okay. So first you have to you should know this LV exists in which VG. Okay. So definitely LV exists under any one of the VG, right? You have to go and check this LV exists in which VG. Okay. Now tell me my logical volume. What is the total size? 500 MB. 500 MB is the total space. Used space is 200 with this LV. How much free? 300. Then simply, so they will come up with the size, right? Size also, right? How much they want to extend, the requester. If they want to extend with the 200 MB means, let's assume 200 MB. Okay. So is there feasibility to extend my file system here? Is there feasibility, Sadia? Yeah, Ishwar. Why you are going here? First, let me finish here. What is my requirement size? Then what I asked, is there feasibility? Yes, there is a feasibility. Why you are rushing? Okay, so whatever the physical volume available, this is 500 MB. Okay, the same space only my volume group. Out of here, 200 I used and 300 MB is available. So my requirement is I want to extend 200 MB. That's it. Available. It's possible. You can go and extend it. Okay. So how to extend? Now commands will come. How to extend the file system means this is the command. So here very interesting, LV extend. Okay. Again capital L, then plus sign. You are going to extend, right? Plus sign you should mention. Then size of your value, size of your LV, how much you want. Then LV path. This is the command. Okay, very careful, guys. LV extend hyphen L. How much I want to extend, guys? 200 plus 200 MB. And what is my LV path? Slash dev slash data VG slash Java LV. This is my path. Where I will find this path? Yes, even you can go with the LV display also. Okay, LV display. LV display having the LV path. Fine. Let me go and extend it. Okay, so VGS, see now out of 496, 296 is free because one 200 MB here we allocated. Okay, so now I will extend my LV extend. So LV extend -L plus 200 MB, then my path /dev/ data VG path data VG / Java LV. See, size of the logical value. This is the logical value changed from 200 to 400. It means plus 200 added. Earlier 200, now plus 200. Total 400. Successfully resized. So here intentionally interviewers will ask you, okay, is it really extended your logical value, extended your file system? Okay, so here you should remember guys this command. Still it is showing, see, 200 only, still showing 100 MB, 100% used. Okay, while extending your file system size, right? So you must execute one more command, which is ex resize to fs, resize to fs command. This is the command, this is their intention. Okay, they are expecting this command from your side. Okay, so make sure, many people are only end up with answer with LV extend and these blah blah all the things. Very rare people only remember this command. Okay, so the command, full command is, after creating the LV extender, you should extend, you can extend, you can execute resize to fs without any space, then LV path. This command you have to execute. Okay, remember, very very important command. Resize to fs, then /dev/ data vg / java lv. Okay, that's it. Let me go under resize to fs, then lv path /dev/ data vg / java lv. Okay, see, now successfully the kernel updated. Okay, the kernel is considered now resize to fs successfully done. Now you can go and verify -h /java lv. See, now 400 MB, 52%. This is the way guys. Okay, are you getting guys? Am I audible? Fine. Now again people will download a few things. Okay, again they will download a few things in their file systems. Again see, again no space, again it got full, all 400 occupied with the data. Now again they will come up with the request, hi team, but it's very rare in the real time. Normally people are maintaining the standard size assembly, but you should know, right? You cannot expect the things, right, when they will come up with the request. So that's the reason you should aware how to extend also. Okay, so here see my, now what is my volume group space, available space? So here 200, 100 only free, 400 used, 100 only free. Now again they will come up with the request to extend my file system with 500 MB. Is there feasibility, guys? Is there any feasibility to extend my file system with 500 MB? Exactly, no. Your volume group, there is no free space. Okay. So currently whatever the physical volume completely occupied. Then what you should know? What you should do? You can go and check any available PVs. Okay. So this is the thing happening. Okay. So this is the, so your logical volume. Okay. So logical volume earlier we created with 200, again I extended 200. Okay. Now total 400, 100% utilized. Then your volume group. Okay. So here only free space is only 100 MB. But the requirement is they want to extend with the 500 MB. Okay. So only one volume available, right? Though then you can go and extend another PV. This another PV which is 1 GB available, right? Then you can extend the volume group, then extend your file system. That's it. The moment you extended the physical volume into your volume group, right? Then it will become the 1 GB plus this 100 MB, 1100 MB will be free. Okay. Then 500 MB only they want to extend, right? Then you can extend this. In case if they want to go with 2 GB means, then guys, then excellent. On top of your physical volumes, we have the partitions, right? So 3 GB disk, 3 GB disk only I made the partitions, right? With 500 MB and 1 GB. So how much remaining? 1.5 GB remaining, right? Then you can create another physical volume with all this space, 1.5 GB. That also you can extend into your volume group. So 1 GB, 1.5, 2.5 GB, then 100 MB, 2.6 GB. Then you can. In case they want 5 GB means, then Ishwar, excellent Sadia. You can go and attach another volume, new raw disk. Okay, another volume to your server. Then you can make the partitions. Then create the physical volume. Then blah blah blah. This is the story. Okay, this is very 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 important question in the interviews. Yes. End of the day, volume group only the main thing where you have to add your physical volumes, because your logical volume, this file system exists inside here only, right? That's why. Okay, this is the story, guys. Hmm. Almost 1 month completed. Hmm. Okay, you should you should digest all these things. Okay, so nothing special here. Only how to create the file system, then how to extend the file system. This is the scenarios. Okay. So try to watch the video again and again, then try to understand, then go for the practice. Okay. Fine guys. That's it for today.